Yeah.
I believe that the apparatus at 345 Park Avenue didn't think of even checking that play on their own. I think they got a little nudge from the outside.
I would agree with that.
And
it seems
I've heard
like
some
that.
things.
Right.
I don't know if you've heard the same things I've heard, but I think they got a little nudge from the outside. And Walt Anderson may have gotten a phone call that may have caused a light bulb to go off.
It seems that way.
It may not have been the phone call. It may not have been that the call was, hey, you need to look at this play. It may have just been an innocent question like, hey, was that was
that a lateral?
Was that a backward pass?
Right.
Was that I can't tell. Was that a backward pass? So I've heard from multiple different sources, and it's one of those things where sometimes you want to tiptoe a little carefully, but if there was a prediction market on it, I put some money on it that the call did not come from inside the house that caused the NFL to take a look at that. And it highlights the ongoing imperfections of the entire replay system, that it can be swayed by something from the outside. These are all things that should be happening in the building. These light bulbs should be going off over the heads of the people who are paid good money to have these ideas in the moment. Oh, no, wait a minute. That may have been a lateral. Let's take a look at it. And the first thing was the officials missed in real time that it was a lateral, and then the replay apparatus didn't immediately catch it. Look at how long the delay was. It was like 1 minute and 40 seconds from the moment the ball was touched by Zach Charbonnet to the moment Brad Allen, who was the referee that night,
players were getting ready to go out.
They're going to start looking at it.
Right.
That's why Sean McVay was so pissed.
Yeah. He's like,
everything
wait, we're going out
toward the kick.
Right. They had already been like, wait, that play's over. Let's get ready to return this thing. Yeah, so that's what's crazy. And I think to your point, it just speaks to maybe there's not enough eyes and people involved in some of these games to get, be there and have these conversations. Maybe there needs to be, like you've always talked about, the sky judge, somebody there in person. Maybe there needs to be more people focusing on the game too, because it's crazy that could slip through the cracks to that extent. And then get to that point.
Or the craps might be the better term.
Maybe they're playing craps back there. And they're like, let's see what we roll. If he rolls, 2 fives. But yes, it is crazy.
I was thinking of a different use of the term, but that's okay.
I know you were. I was trying to be nice and clean.
But
yes,
look,
thank you.
but look, they do have people in place. And sometimes you do have to wonder, and this usually comes up in the context of guys who are clearly concussed and aren't yanked from the game. There is a fair question as to whether or not folks who are in position with, one job have their heads up their asses. I mean, I think it's fair to raise that question. Do these people who are doing nothing but watching these games with one goal, look for anything that may be subject to replay review, is your head inside of your ass at that moment? Because there's too many times where those of us who watch the games, who are enjoying the process of watching the games, who are looking for these things, not that I noticed the backward pass, but collectively we're watching these games and we're like, yeah, we saw that. Now, again, it mainly comes up when you have guys who are in distress and they aren't removed from the game for a concussion check, which still astounds me that can happen with all the eyes that are on the field. But for something like replay review, whatever you're doing isn't good enough if a call has to come from the outside to tell Walt Anderson or ask Walt Anderson, was that a backward pass? When you consider the trail of breadcrumbs that leads to yesterday's parade, it's astounding, Chris.
It's amazing. That's why I brought it up. It's amazing because, I was sitting there, and of course, studying the Super Bowl, looking at their schedule for my pod the other day, and that's kind of what hit me. I was kind of sitting there going, I mean, holy crap, that Rams game on Thursday night and that one play might have dictated the Super Bowl. And if it went the other way, would we be sitting here where they didn't get the call or whatever else that went down? Because I did not hear some of these things that you say you've been told, behind the scenes. But regardless, if that doesn't happen, it's just like, Yeah, are the Rams the one holding up the trophy at Levi Stadium? I mean, it's not that crazy to think. We know, the Rams were every bit, head to toe with the Seahawks. They were right there. They were the same caliber of football team, and maybe just that little advantage of them playing home in the NFC Championship would have been enough for them to win and win that game and be in Super Bowl 60.
And the Seahawks would have to play another game, too.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing. Exactly right.
You got another opportunity to lose on your way to the top. You don't get a week of rest.
Yeah.
You don't get home games. You got another opportunity to lose a game before you would have to have your rematch with the LA Rams for either a divisional round game or the NFC Championship. And that one moment, that one play, and that one moment to think about this.
Yeah.
What if they hadn't caught it?
Oh, right.
What if they hadn't caught it?
Yeah, and then everybody realizes it the day after. Right.
Hey, wow.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's amazing.
And as long as they get to the right outcome, I got no idea. I got no issue, with the path.
Right.
The sausage making doesn't bother me as long as they get to the right place. It's just curious that there was an assist. There was a phone call. Yes,
yeah.
A phone call that may have saved the day for the NFL, saved the season, while at the same time deciding a Super Bowl champion.
It's
to the great dismay in the moment of Sean McVay.
Exactly.
Go back and watch the press conference.
He goes crazy.
He was pissed.
Yeah, because it wasn't normal NFL protocol. It was not. That's just not how things usually operate when it comes to those type of plays or situations. So it was shocking. Like he said at the time, have never seen that before. I think that's what he said about 3 times. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. As into like, holy crap, that doesn't go down in the NFL. We don't move on to the next play. They go, wait, hold on. The play that happened a few minutes ago, we now are reviewing it. So yeah, the whole story of the Seahawks is amazing.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.